Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited Kitchen Rants. It is January 26th, and of course, it's early. The sun's not up yet, but it's days like these that, yeah, I'm glad I'm a writer. It's fun. I do this for free. That's what the moments are, these moments, where you sit down around 2 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock, you've created a story. And this one's called Let's Do Business. And a couple of rants ago, I dropped something called, what was it called? Tickler, Smuggler, Appraiser. There are 3 recipes out of my upcoming Antagonist Cookbook Volume 4, which is basically a guide for generating characters really, really quickly, good for evil GMs, writers, creators. And it has 200 recipes or character templates where the ingredients are superpowers, right? Well, one of the recipes was an exotic items appraiser. I fell in love with the recipe and I wanted to write a story about it. And I'm like, what's the perspective of this story? I went to sleep wondering and I woke up going, yeah, I got it. So here's what it is. Imagine there is a credit card, basically. It's not, but it looks like one. It's shaped like one. It's stuck into a parcel. There's a seal put on it by the exotic items appraiser herself. She puts this seal on it, and it only reacts to one thumbprint. Fake the thumbprint or a wrong thumbprint on it, boom. We're talking like tank round explosion. It is given to a messenger who gets on a plane. He gets this thing to New York, waiting for him as a Ducati racing bike. He rides to Queens. He rides to an abandoned building. Behind it, bunch of guys, Korean gangsters from the looks of them. They're not. They're North Korean spies. And he hands off the parcel, rides away. One of them takes it up 3 flights of stairs, gives it to the boss. This guy his alias is Mr. Sung. Allegedly, he was a middle-ranked Korean spy master, North Korean spy master, who handled messes. He cleaned up this mess, that mess, this mess, that mess, from defectors to stolen tech to whatever. He recovered, he erased, he hid, kept things on an even keel, but he could never go any higher. A, he was too good at his job. B, he offended the wrong people. That was the story anyway. So this message, this parcel, is for him. He puts his thumb on this thing, and the parcel opens. He pulls out the card, he throws it in the air with a smile, and it floats in the air, swivels around a few times, and then boom, a hologram appears around it. Solid force field shell. Imagine it looks something like Morgan Freeman in his 60s. Dapper dude, dapper suit, unbuttoned silk purple shirt, looks around, sensors kick on, scans for threats, finds that they're being watched by an NSA satellite, grab teams nearby. The walls and floors are mined with concussion bombs that can be armed and detonated with the press of a button. One of the bodyguards in the room protecting the principal, his name is Mr. Sung, by the way, this North Korean spy master. He's wearing a wire with an Iranian signature on it. And the guy's thinking, okay, well, all these people here, where are the Chinese? I know they're here somewhere. Anyway, this is why this AI, shows up and not the appraiser, because you never know if you're walking into a trap, a raid, a kidnapping, blah, blah, blah. Some people want her dead. Some people want her brain. Some people want her in jail. Some people want to flip her into an asset. And she just likes to be who she is. Now, the hologram was created in the likeness of the guy who found her. His name is Menard. Now, the gal he finds is a little girl, a runaway, realizes real quick she's a mad genius. He's a grifter in New Orleans, and he could have taken her under his wing, taught her the craft, and she probably would have killed him, or he would have gotten her killed. He has the foresight to realize, no, this one's a gadget launch. She just needs the education. So he takes a chunk of his life savings, his nest egg, and puts it into her education. And boy, does she pay him back. she ends up making her first billion during puberty, right? And she's like off grid before she's of voting age, and has her billions, and she creates a network for basically fencing exotic items. Apparently she found something, tried to fence it, realized there's a market and a haggle for this. I mean a hassle. Too much risk, right? So she creates a network that allows anybody to approach her, and basically they'll get one of these cards. AI shows up, does the haggling for her, does the assessment of the threat, sizes up the client, sizes up the product. If it's important enough, sometimes she'll make in the rare appearance, but most times, no. It's done through intermediaries, keeps her safe. Besides, she's way too busy. She's got clients all over the world. And Mr. Sung understands this, but he has a tube of blood that was stolen from a vault. And this vault held on to this blood for about 30 years. It belongs to a Swiss berserker. And very, very unusual genetic markers and traits to this particular thing. And the AI and the spy master haggle in the concept and the dialogue. I need a cigarette. Actually, this is more like stronger, but you get the idea. Anyhow, that was what I wrote in 2 hours. And that's just a good feeling. It's like a pat on the back. And what I say to you newbies is this: if you're on the road to the battery process, write short stories. Start, and just keep going. It'll take you maybe a week to write those first short stories, then maybe 3 days, then maybe 1 day, then maybe a few hours. Keep going. And once you've figured out how to write a short story in a matter of hours, keep writing short stories. Even after your first book, even after your 10th book, keep writing short stories. Even after you're making money selling short story collections and you realize that this is an interesting thing to do newsletters around like I am now, keep writing short stories, because you'll have these moments that'll remind you what makes writing so damn fun, so damn enriching. It's like watching a child born. It's like, well, I'll leave out the orgasms part of it, but dadgummit, it is a high. It is an interesting little high. All right, shutting up now. I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited Kitchen Rants. Please check out www.ivillain.net for my website and all of the books attached to it. Available on Amazon, Kindle Unlimited. Please check them out. Also, please like and subscribe. There is more to come. Take it easy.